So currently in India for light vehicles, there is no manufacturing plant that is currently manufacturing the cells. However, there are many cell suppliers that has built their plants and they would manufacture the cells in the upcoming years. So like Excite Energy, then Agratas, the Tata subsidiary, and also very recently JSW signed a joint venture with LG, and they're also planning to come into the cell manufacturing business as well. So we are seeing that there is a lot of Indian cell suppliers that are coming, and they would come into the cell supply chain manufacturing business. So at the moment, India is mainly sourcing the cells from Greater China, and then also a bit from the Japan and Korea, and then from Europe. So Greater China is the largest supplier at the moment. But however, we are expecting that in 2030, almost 30% of the cell would be sourced domestically in India. And you talk about the module and battery pack manufacturing. So it's like almost 40 to 45% modules and packs will be sourced domestically. So when IC and the BEV, like when it comes to whether the people will buy IC or BEV, so a big factor is the price of the BEVs. 35 to 40% of the BEV that comes from the battery cell price. So if the battery cell price drops, then definitely the cell strength or would increase, or the people would more buy BEVs. The manufacturing cost or the cell price in Greater China has been low, mostly from the beginning, and then we expect that it will continue to be. So now at the moment, like last year, we have seen that the battery cell price has dropped quite a lot. So earlier the price parity was, if the battery pack price would be $100 per kilowatt hour, then it will be the price parity in comparison to ICE. So we have seen that last year. So the global average, or it reached around $76 USD per kilowatt hour for the battery pack price. So that's definitely good news. And the falling price of the raw materials also has reduced the battery price quite a lot. So we expect that once the raw materials price and everything comes to a bit normalcy, so the battery cell price would increase a bit, but then we are expecting that more or less it will be in the flat curve, and like in the end of the decade, it might increase a little bit. Right, so that's a very good question. Now everyone is thinking about or talking about that whether LFP or the NMC, who is going to be the dominating market, would dominate the market. So now in Indian market, mostly the volume comes from the A segment and B segment vehicle. So where the battery capacity is, the average battery capacity is around like 40 to 60 kilowatt hour. So in that case, LFP works good, and LFP is definitely the low-cost solution compared to NCM. Now, if in terms of energy density, LFP has a bit low energy density than the NCM. However, LFP is thermally very stable. So for Indian market, if you're thinking about the safety, stability, and with the battery price, then LFP makes more sense. So we think that LFP would dominate the Indian market in coming years.